everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a comparison video on the different types of masks that I've tried in the last, I guess, almost 2 years of this pandemic. So I thought I'd film this video because I've tried different kinds of masks. A little disclaimer here is that this is not a scientific comparison. This is just based on my own opinions and, you know, maybe like some of my consumer kind of opinions on these ones, and not on these particular brands, just different styles that I've tried in the last almost 2 years of this pandemic. So I'm sure a lot of you guys may know that, you know, because I love makeup and stuff, do I still wear makeup when I go out when I'm wearing a mask? Yes. Maybe not necessarily a full face of makeup, but I would at least do eyebrows and sometimes just to cover up my dark circles. And I would definitely do a lip, especially if I know I'm going to a restaurant to eat or I'll be taking off my mask. So those are like the bare minimum. Sometimes I do put on foundation all over my face as well, and whatnot. So you're probably wondering, do any of these that I show you, is it gonna help with transferring? Some will, some won't. So if you guys want to obviously hear my opinions on these, please feel free to, you know, continue watching. If you're looking for something more scientific or whatnot, like to compare which one is better, this is not the video, unfortunately. But anyways, let me get started. So I'm gonna start off with, I guess, the most affordable ones, which are these 3-layered disposable mask right here. These ones are probably ones that you see on the market anywhere. My box here is actually the one from Costco that I purchased 50 of them for about, I think it was like $7, Canadian, something like that. I still remember when, you know, the start of the pandemic, when there was a shortage, and just to get these types of masks, it can bring you up the yin yang. Like it worked out to be almost like $1 a piece practically. But you know what? At that time, you had no choice but to just get it, right? Personally, I do not go out every day, so I don't use a mask every day. These disposable ones are perfect for me to, you know, when I do a quick grocery run. They feel nice, and they're breathable, you know, especially during summertime. It is a bit hard to be wearing a mask on at all times. It fits fine. Of course, I've tried different brands throughout the whole, you know, year and a half, but this is the one that I'm currently using. So I'm just gonna put it on and, you know, show you guys how it looks on my face. So this is how it looks like on me. Of course, there is a nose bridge here, so I do make sure I do that, and I make sure I pull it all the way down so it covers my face. So I don't believe in a mask that one size fits all for everyone. This is just a very generic size for everyone. And of course, if you find that this is not comfortable, or, you know, you still feel like air is coming through at certain areas, maybe you do need to like maybe twist this a little bit because maybe the mask is just too big for you. That's just my personal opinion. So I do have a full face on, and, you know, just by talking to you for a little bit, there is a bit of a transfer with my lips and areas that touch my face. So yeah. Moving along to something, I guess, more, in my opinion, more protective for me is the actually the KN94s. So I got these off Amazon. I have tried the other Korean branded ones as well. I guess KF94s come from Korea. Don't quote me on this. I just noticed that like you can basically buy this kind in Korea more often than you can find them here in Canada. Even though I guess this one is made from Canada because it's got like the Canadian leaf. I'm not sure. I really am not, but this is the other one that I've tried in the last year and a half, 2 years. So this one in particular, I think, comes in a pack of 5. And they retail for about, definitely cost more than these disposable ones. These are also disposable, but they are the KF94s, which means that there's 94% that it filters the particles from my understanding. I guess I wear it for the sake of, yeah, for that, because it filters more. And 2, it's just the shape of it. So it looks like this. The shape of it allows me to think that, you know, any of my lip colors or whatnot doesn't get directly transferred onto here because there's a bit of that space. So this one is the large one. I don't know if it comes in different sizes. I believe it comes in a children's size as well for this one. Children's ones obviously are smaller. Same goes with these regular disposable ones. They come in children's size as well. So I'm gonna wear this on to show you guys how it looks like. So once again, this is how it looks like. I feel like this is more breathable, but you can tell that it traps in more of that moisture that when I talk right now, it's all inside, and I like how like there's a bottom piece right here that covers you, and a piece up here that covers you here too. And then of course you have all this space between your mouth and the mask. I generally would put on some kind of lip color, and of course with a regular disposable mask, it definitely transfers. I mean, you can tell even for that split, you know, less than a minute, it transferred on. But something like this, I don't. I generally would wear this when I know I'm indoors for a period of time, and that maybe I'm closer to other people. So I keep this on. And of course, if I'm indoors with a lot of strangers, I guess you would say, like such as at the mall, for a good period of time, then this is something I gravitate towards versus a regular disposable mask. Moving along to the KF95, which I think it's like one step a little bit better than the KF94 because it filters 95% of the particles in the air. So I bought this box also at Costco. I'm not sure if this was tested or anything. It is a non-medical graded one. I do like the fact that, you know, it comes in individual packages. So like, if anything, I can just throw this in my bag and leave. These are all disposables at the end of the day, right? So you need to keep in mind that, yeah, it's not very good for the environment because you should only be using it once and then throwing it out. So the KF95s do look a little bit different. They kind of look like a hard-headed mask, like this. Okay, and of course it does say KN95 on the side right here. This is how it looks like on my face. So it does fit quite snuggle, like it touches on all areas here. So it does trap in, you know, anything that, I guess, in case, like, let's say you have COVID-19 or whatnot, then, you know, in case you do give it to other people, I feel like this one might be a little bit better. But breathability, this one's definitely traps in more of that moisture than the KF94s. At least that's just my own little opinion. Price point wise, this one, because you're purchasing it from Costco, I think it is slightly cheaper. I think a box of 20 right now is around $10, $15 roughly Canadian. So that's not too bad. It's less than $1. Whereas the KF94s work out to be almost $1 per piece. But yeah, so this is how it looks like. And of course, last but not least, you know, helping the environment, I do have a reusable one. So this is my black reusable one that I have right here. I purchased this from, I think, a local drugstore, and I don't even know if they're selling them anymore. But these are the ones. This material actually is quite stretchy, breathable. Like, it reminds you of those like dry fit shirts, and they're stretchy too. So I do like that. I think this retailed for about $10, and it came in like three different sizes, small, medium, large. They do suggest large for men and medium for women and small for children. So this one actually has a pocket for you to put a filter inside. So I'm going to pull out my filter. I haven't used this in a while, so that's why it looks pretty clean. These filters are the PM 2.5. I don't remember where I purchased them, but I think I purchased them online. I am aware of the fact that, you know, if you're going to purchase these online, there is a chance that it could be fake, and how to test them, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't. But I do notice that when I use my reusable mask for, like, let's say a few times with the same filter, you do see spots. So hence, I feel like it's doing its job in terms of like filtering particles. But of course, reusable means that every day after you use it, you should be cleaning it to make sure it's nice and clean. If not, like, you're really just breathing in the same dirty air that's in your mouth. So this is how it looks like. It's definitely more close to my face. It's not something I would choose if I have a full face of makeup, because as you can tell, it's already harder for me to talk because it's so close to my face. But with that being said, on days that I'm not wearing makeup and, you know, I'm fine with this being so close to my face with a filter, then, you know, I will wear it. You guys can't really tell, but there's a little bit of transfer of my lips because I was talking and, you know, it was so close to my face. I normally would wear this like during winter time because it's nice as like a face mask to keep you nice and warm, and in comparison to the other ones that I have. This one doesn't have a nose bridge, but it covers up my face really well, in my opinion. But once again, it's not a one size fit all for everyone. So overall, of these three types of mask, from disposable 3-layered to the KF94s to the KN95s to a disposable mask, you're probably wondering, well, Mandy, which one is your favorite and why? So I narrowed it down to two. I know this is probably like a little ridiculous. The two that I like are the regular disposable ones and the KF94s. So there are reasons why I like them. So the 3-layered disposable mask is because it's convenient, it's most affordable. Unfortunately, not the best for the environment, but I want to say I don't use one of these every day. So maybe like 2 or 3 a week, maybe, because I don't go out that often. And if I do go out, yes, I do bring one of these. I like it because it's travel friendly. I actually have a case where I could just like fold it up and you know, like I can carry a clean one with me and stick it in there. And of course, when I'm eating, I can put it back in that case and then take it out to use right after I finish eating. So that's something I do like about these ones. Affordable, travel friendly. In terms of like, I want to keep my whole face intact and like not look like a hot mess after I take my mask off with a full face of makeup, I go for the KF94s, just because of the shape of how it works and how it filters, and it's just, and how soft it is, and it feels on my face and I don't feel suffocating in comparison to the KN95s. I think this one tends to be a little thicker in terms of filtration, so that's why I would go towards this. And unfortunately, like my reusable one, I only use it for the winter time because that's just how I like to use it. You're probably also wondering, why am I not comparing it to like surgical mask? To be fair, in my opinion, it was a bit harder for me to find surgical masks, especially at the beginning of the pandemic. And I did wanted to leave surgical masks for, you know, our healthcare workers to use versus for us regular consumers who are, I'm not nowhere close to a hospital, but I have definitely tried out surgical masks as well. I just feel like they fit a little bit more snug on my face. And in comparison to these ones, I mean, they look exactly the same except for surgical. I believe maybe it's because they have an extra layer. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I noticed that it's more snuggle. I tried it when I actually went to get my vaccine, so that was requirement at the site that we take off whatever mask we were using and use their surgical mask ones. So I did try them, but yeah, they're just not as easy to find, and they do cost a little bit more. I don't go high-risk places, so I don't think I necessarily need a surgical mask, and if so, maybe I should just stick with the KF94s because of I love it because of the shape, and it does do, I think it does do all the filtration. I mean, I don't quote me on it because I'm not a scientist. I didn't do any experiment to see if all of these work properly. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, remember to give me that thumbs up, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye!